I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see why the dawn's early light was so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave? Faces I remember, lives lost, never not for better, gone. These places have their moments, dead and some are living. In my life I have loved them all. Do 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 all these friends and lovers, no one else. When these memories lose their meaning, no, I'll never lose affection for you. Now I'll often stop and think about them. In my life I have loved them Do 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 love, I love you more. Do 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 love more.
Please, once again, let's thank the Select Ensemble for their performance this evening. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you here this evening on behalf of the School Board of the Timberlane Regional School District, the members of the SAU, and the administration and teaching staff here at the high school. Probably the information which I'm about to give to you is probably the thing that's foremost on your mind besides the scholarship night. Sometime tomorrow afternoon, based on at least what I see as weather reports right now, we will be making some decision in terms of the location of graduation and or other information that's pertinent to that graduation. It will be on the website. It will also be on the 10 network, and we'll also put a recording on the school phone so that you have that information as early as you possibly can. My apologies for having to make that decision whenever it is, but don't have some control over the weather. I was remarking to the students, I've been a principal for 11 years, and if we are inside, it will be the first and I guess the last time I've had to have a graduation inside that wasn't scheduled to be inside. So I guess there's supposed to be a first for everything in your life, unfortunately. Anyway, the program here this evening is very, very important and very dear to my heart. We are honoring in excess of 100 students this evening, and we are going to be able to distribute almost $100,000 that has been raised within our communities to be able to support the young people in this room as they go on to post-secondary education. In addition to that, there's probably another $100,000 or so that I'm aware of that students have also been awarded from outside of this district in regards to scholarships from universities as well as other organizations throughout not only the state of New Hampshire, but in some cases throughout the United States. And I think you, the parents, as well as the students, should be congratulated for this fantastic effort. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mr. Sean Kiley, who will have the first part of the program.
How about one last round of applause for Mr. Coker, our outgoing principal? If you don't already know, he'll be moving on to our SAU offices. He'll be trying to tackle the position of Director of Secondary Curriculum Instruction and Assessment. If you drive by the school at 5 a.m., you'll see his car. And if you drive by at 5 p.m., you'll see his car here. So to say that he has the students' best interests in mind would be an understatement. So thank you, Mr. Coker. Well, good evening and a very special welcome to the parents and family members, teachers, administrators, school committee members, scholarship recipients for the class of 2006. This is an honor for me for being able to oversee this annual scholarship program and learn more about each student who sits among us tonight. There is indeed a lot of greatness going on in this room tonight, academically, artistically, athletically, musically, and theatrically. And staying in tradition, I did that in alphabetical order so as to not offend anybody. But I'm glad that academically came first because it always should. With this extremely competitive class of 2006, you have all been highlighted as one who stands out. You should all be very proud of yourselves. I'd like to quickly thank a group of people who served on the scholarship committee. These people donated about a month of their life in April in selecting the recipients tonight, and I'd like nothing more than to recognize them right now. Lee Abbott, Renee Bolio, Susan Carter, Roberta Segura, Judy DeHanis, Kim Drellick, Christine Hill, Tracy Miola, Brenda Merrill, Gail Murphy, Michelle Murphy, Susan Ober, Millie Thompson, Mary Beth Tarosian, and finishing out those women is Bob Strata. They donated countless hours, and I can't thank them enough for everything they've done. I'd also be remiss if I didn't mention four nice young women who make this evening possible. Miss Sandra Master and Miss Donna Reardon are queens of the guidance department. They've done so much. Give them a round. Mrs. Doreen Vasta, who handles all the financial components of this program and continuously reminds me that she does so. Along with Mrs. Brenda Laycock, who does so much every day in our assistant principal's office and smiles her way through each challenge. And I know she's in the audience right now, and she's right up there, so I want her to stand up. Let's give her a round of applause. And that. Well, I hope you all toughen your hands up tonight because you'll be doing some serious clapping for over 100 students who will be receiving a combined $99,775 from the sponsors listed in your program. It was actually $98,275 at about 3:30 today, but Mrs. Laycock and Mrs. Vasta squeezed the company on the 11th hour for a quick $1,500. Like a couple angry bookies. So, giving out almost $100,000 to our seniors tonight certainly tells something about our school district and its close personal relationship and business partnership with our wonderful community. Because of their generosity, all of our students will benefit. Alrighty, on with the program. It's now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Jamie Sawler and Mr. Michael Woodworth, who will be presenting the Eventual Scholarships.
On behalf of Eventual Programs, we are proud to present 2 scholarships.
They will be awarded to Zachary Bone and Kristen Marceau.
Mrs. Marilyn Proud couldn't make it tonight. She was having some water damage at her house, so I'll be presenting on behalf of the Atkinson Women's Gardens Club. This year, that scholarship goes to Adam Green. It's now my pleasure to present to you Kelly Harrington, who will be presenting on behalf of the Harrington Memorial Scholarship.
I'm here to present the Chris Harrington Scholarship in honor of my dad. The 4 recipients embellish qualities that my dad portrayed. These are spelt out in his name, Chris. C, character. H, honor. R, resolve. I, integrity, and S, spirit. It is my honor tonight to present this award to Tim Cunningham, Ben Zambrano, Colleen Petro, and Maureen Lunt.
Thank you, Kelly. Moving along to the Ronald Hazeltine Scholarship. This year, this scholarship goes to Emily Santa Fe and Leanna Williams. The next scholarship is the Daniel Ketchum Scholarship. This year, the recipients are David DeBon and Rachel Wolf. It's now an honor for me to present to you Staff Sergeant Ken Tinnen of the United States Marine Corps, who will be giving you the Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award, Semper Fidelis Musical Excellence Award, and Scholastic Excellence Award. Staff Sergeant Ken Tinnen.
Good evening. Small change in plans. My name is not Ken Tennant. It's Staff Sergeant Roberts. And I'm your local Marine Corps representative here for this afternoon's events. First off, I'd like to thank the faculty and staff for inviting me out here tonight. We're here to recognize a few well-deserving individuals and award their efforts with the Marine Corps Awards. The very first award is the Scholastic Excellence Awards. The Marine Corps believes that encouraging students to sharpen their minds is a key ingredient to success. We would like to recognize the students who have gone above and beyond the call of duty to improve academically and who have worked hard to earn what may come naturally to others. It gives me great pleasure to present this year's Scholastic Excellence Award to David Dubon and Sarah Clifton. The next award is the Distinguished Athlete Award. This award is intended to recognize that individual who displays a never quit attitude, the person who has a heart as big as the playing field, that athlete who lives by the phrase, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. I am proud to award this year's Distinguished Athlete Award to Corey Dufresne and Haley Traeger. All right. The final award tonight is the Semper Fidelis Award. Semper Fidelis is the Marine Corps' motto. In Latin, it means always faithful. High school musicians embody many virtues that Marines admire. They must devote time and effort to extracurricular demands of the band or orchestra. This requires enthusiasm, self-discipline, and loyalty. To help promote recognition of the achievements and sacrifices high school musicians make, the Marine Corps is proud to present this year's Semper Fidelis Awards to Andrew Jergazian and Michelle Gilman. I'm sorry if I messed your name up. Again, my name is Staff Sergeant Roberts, local Marine Corps representative for the area. To the class of 2006, good luck and Godspeed.
How about one last round of applause for our United States military? He looks just like Staff Sergeant Ken Tennant. All right, next up, the McSheehy Memorial Scholarship, and that will be presented by the McSheehy family.
As a senior member of the McSheehy family, I'm proud to be here tonight, and I'm honored to present the Tammy McSheehy Memorial Scholarship again this year. My daughter, Nancy.
Good evening. We thought this was a good idea, but maybe not. In memory of my mother, I would like to present these two scholarships to two alumni of Pollard School, a school she loved very much. And her youngest granddaughter, my daughter Madison, would like to hand these out to Carrie Bushney and Margaret Goodwood.
That's the cutest kid I've ever seen in my life. All right, next up is the PTSA Middle School Scholarship, which is being presented by Renee McManus.
Good evening. The PTSA at the middle school would like to congratulate all the seniors this evening, and especially this year's scholarship recipient, Leanne Wormald.
I will be presenting on behalf of the Plastow Fish and Game Scholarship. This year, the scholarship goes to Ari Goulet. It's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Richard Lemieux, who will be presenting the Plastow Lions Club Scholarship.
On behalf of the Plastow Lions Club, I'd like to award these two scholarships to Erin McCardle and Andrew Adamo.
I'd like to ask Mrs. Libby Bath to come up here and present the Ann Reardon Memorial Scholarship.
Ann Reardon was a colleague of mine who worked in the social studies department and passed away a few years ago. I was lucky enough to take over student council from her. Ann Reardon was a miraculous woman who donated and dedicated, obviously, most of her time to service and obviously working with the wonderful students of Timberlane. This year's recipient, very much the same, gave back to Timberlane in every way, and that's Erica Millette.
It's an honor for me to introduce Nikki Romanok and her mother, Patty, who will be presenting the Daniel Romanok Memorial Scholarship.
Hi. The Daniel F. Romanok Memorial Scholarship, which we've set up to honor our son, honors more than just his memory. It honors his spirit and the spirits to those whom we award the scholarships. When Dan was a sophomore and died in an automobile accident in May of 2003, we learned that as much as we knew about him, there were many things in his life that he'd done for others without any fanfare. We heard about Dan's willingness to step in to help a stranger who may have been different or less popular. We learned how very many lives he touched, with his respect for people as individuals and with his empathy as he dealt with them. He was an example of what good character means, not just to those who knew him well, but to all those who may have crossed his path. Throughout the year, I've asked teachers to nominate students who exhibit character traits similar to those shown by Dan, and those who have quietly touched lives the way he had touched lives. The descriptions of these nominees have been given to us without names, and most times without reference to gender or other identifying characteristics. Many of you may not even have known that you were nominated. Sorting through the recommendations we're given is always a difficult task. There are many things to consider, and limiting our choice to just one is difficult. This year, our choice was very clear. Tonight, it is my honor and privilege to single out the one deserving student, or not just the one, but one deserving student, and to award the 4th annual Daniel F. Romanok Memorial Scholarship to Alex Edney.
I would like to now present the Sandown 5th grade scholarship to Brenna Mokray. 2006 Sandown PTA Scholarship recipients are Sarah Clifton, Caitlin DeLuca, Alexandra Newman, and Maria Talla. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Fred Soul, who will be presented the Sandown Lions Scholarship.
It is indeed my pleasure to be here on behalf of the Sandown Lions Club tonight. It's a lovely evening. We congratulate you all, the class of 2006, your teachers, and your parents. It is also my honor to present this scholarship to a Sandown senior whose level of volunteerism most exemplifies what our motto, charter, and goal embody, and that is to serve. We serve. Several wonderful candidates applied, making this decision very difficult for the selection committee, but after thoughtful consideration, we selected Nicole LaFleur.
I'd now like to introduce Claire Stewart, who will be presenting the Sandown Old Home Days Road Runners Scholarship.
Good evening. Each year, the Sandown Road Race and Old Home Day Committee awards scholarships to 2 Sandown graduating seniors. We are proud to recognize seniors who have contributed their time to the Sandown community in addition to their personal, academic, and athletic accomplishments. It gives me great pleasure to present these scholarships to Haley Traeger and Corey Laycock.
I'd now like to introduce Trish Manella, who will be presented the TMA Awards, both high school and middle school.
It's an honor and a pleasure to be here this evening. The Timberlane Music Association is a parent organization whose mission is to assist the high school music department staff in whatever way they deem necessary. With almost 300 students in the music program, which includes band, chorus, and orchestra, we've been very busy. The scholarships we're awarding tonight are based on the students' participation in the program with the intention of pursuing music in their college career. Before they are presented, I'd like to share a few interesting facts about Timberlane music students. Do you know that for the past 4 years, the valedictorian has also been a music student? This year, the valedictorian, the salutatorian, and the essayist are all music students. Did you know that of this year's graduating class, almost 50% of the top 10 students have participated in the music program, including this year's valedictorian? We are truly blessed in this district to have such dedicated staff as well as administrators who believe that music and the arts are not a luxury, but a basic right of each student. I hope these facts make you aware that talent and academics go hand in hand. We are proud to be associated with these hardworking, multi-focused students. It is with great pleasure that we award 2 $500 scholarships to carry on the fine Timberlane tradition of music. Please join me in congratulating Catherine, also known as Katie Hogan, and Caitlin Ahern. And on behalf of the Middle School Music Association, I'd like to congratulate Colleen Petro.
Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce the man responsible for this building and responsible for musical excellence year in and year out here at school, the man of the house, Tony DiBartolomeo.
Mr. Kiley, thank you. It gives me great pleasure to award 2 scholarships this evening. I know it only says 1, but Mr. Kiley has given me permission to award another that just came through the other day. This first one I get to award is the Timberlane Community Band Scholarship, and this scholarship goes to a person continuing their education in music, and I'm very pleased to award this to Daniel Gray. I've asked Dan to stay because every year the New Hampshire Music Educators Association awards 3 scholarships into the state for those students pursuing a career in music education, and I'm very pleased to announce that Mr. Daniel Gray is the Southeast District recipient of the 2006 New Hampshire Music Educators Scholarship for this year.
Mr. Constantino couldn't make it tonight, so I tried to grow my hair out long in the back and it wouldn't grow. And someone said, "You're going bald, Kylie, so stop." This year's Timberlane Players Scholarships go to Katie Hogan, Erin Mercado, and Stephen Winglass. I know Miss Judd was here. She's not here anymore? Oh, there she is. All right. It's my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Suzanne Judd, who will be presenting the Timberlane Teachers Association Scholarship.
The Timberlane Teachers Association would like to congratulate this year's senior class, and in addition, we have a scholarship for Michelle Gilman.
Presenting tonight for the Timberwolves Soccer Club Scholarship, Susan Ober and her daughter Maddie.
This year, the Timberwolves Soccer Club is able to give 7 scholarships for former Timberwolves soccer players, and I'm kind of proud of all of them. Maddie will read the names.
Corey Dufresne, Cassie Fortini, Alex Knutson, Corey Laycock, Maureen Lunt, and Joshua Smith.
And Haley Traeger.
Next up, presenting on behalf of the TRSD Support Staff Scholarship is Renee Bolio.
Good evening. On behalf of the Timberlane Support Staff Association, I am pleased to present 2 scholarships this evening, Alexandra Newman and Samantha Von Serpolo.
I'd like to introduce a person who taught me in the middle school and continues to teach me here every day at the high school, Mr. Bucky Tardif, who will be presenting the TRHS Athletic Council Scholarships.
He was tough to teach then, and he still is tough to teach. On behalf of the Timberlane Athletic Council, it is my honor to present the following scholarships. Corey Dufresne, Brenna Mulcree, Kyle Rochford, Emily Santa Fe, and Ben Zambrano.
I'd like to now introduce Ms. Nancy Murphy, who will be presenting the TRHS Baseball Booster Scholarship.
On behalf of the Timberlane Baseball Boosters, I'm proud to announce the recipients of this year's scholarships is Brian Licio, Matt Manning, and Connor Moriarty.
Now I'd like to introduce Mrs. Pamela Santa Fe, who will be presenting the TRHS Basketball Booster Scholarships.
Good evening. On behalf of the Timberlane Basketball Boosters, I'm happy to present to 7 young men and women who are not only talented student athletes, but 7 very wonderful individuals whom I've known well for many years. This year's recipients are Tim Cunningham, Corey Dufresne, Meg Hatton, Carly Johnson, Ryan Mill, Kyle Rochford, and Emily Santa Fe.
All right, we're about $25,000 in here. There we go. Presenting on behalf of the Timberlane Regional High School Cheerleading Booster Scholarships, Ms. Luann White and Wendy Hutchinson.
It is our pleasure on behalf of the Timberlane Cheerleading Boosters to present 8 scholarships tonight to graduating seniors. As you all know, they work very, very hard. They represent the school, and they're out there at every single football game in the cold and the snow and doing their push-ups. We'd like to call them all up and then present them with their scholarships. Jessie Caruso, Amanda Hackney, Julianne Lobner, Kristen Marceau, Tara Zarbolius, Caitlin Caldwell, Alicia DeGregory, and Kim Paralisi.
All right, the next 2 presenters are pretty much responsible for getting our student population hooked on coffee and caffeine. On behalf of the Timberlane Regional High School English Honor Society scholarships will be given by Corey Stalonis and Jennifer Pizzula.
The 3 English Honor Society scholarships are awarded to Caitlin Zoshik, Stephen Winglass, and Fern Strasser.
All right, I'll be presenting the TRHS Field Hockey Booster Scholarships to the following: Kerry Coffey, Megan Hatton, Erica Palio, Colleen Petro, Rebecca Soares, and Brittany Vader. Moving right along to our TRHS Football Booster Scholarships, the presenter will be Bob Zrada.
Thank you. The Timberlane Football Boosters Organization is very pleased to honor 7 deserving young men this evening with scholarships. Would the following recipients please come up on the stage? Adam Green, Brian Licio, Eddie Lucas, Ryan Mill, Greg Parrish, Dana Revisio, and Timothy Rizzo.
It's my pleasure to introduce Herr Mattson, who will be presenting the GAP and German Honor Society scholarships.
Schönen guten Abend. We're very privileged with our German program the last few years. We've seen the program grow and expand. It also means we've been able to come into some money as far as scholarships. So the last few years we've been awarding the German Honor Society scholarship, and this year also a brand new scholarship, which is the German American Partnership Program scholarship, and that's the one I want to award first this evening. It's a great privilege to award this young lady this scholarship. She's already been abroad with me once in 2004, and she will be returning, although she's graduating on Friday. She'll be leaving in a little over a week with me for a second round studying overseas and experiencing Germany and Austria. And this award this year goes to Caitlin Whittier. Caitlin could not be here this evening, so I'll be awarding that to her at graduation, I believe. The next is the German Honor Society scholarship. Normally, we would award this to one girl and one guy from the senior class who have done exceptionally well academically in 4 years of German here at the high school. But we have an exceptional class this year, and we decided to split it up. We had some extra funds and split it up between 2 young ladies and 2 young gentlemen. One gentleman and 3 young ladies. Alyssa Foley, Kirsten Fournier, Diane Kinsman, and Adam Gendro.
Okay, please welcome Mr. Ryan Richmond, who will be presenting the TRHS Historical Honor Society scholarships.
The Historical Honor Society is honored this year to give 2 scholarships to winners of our annual essay question, which this year centered on globalization. And the recipients of this year's scholarships are Haley Traeger and Sean Mahal.
It's my pleasure to introduce Maureen Zeidler, who will be presenting the TRHS Hockey Boosters Scholarships.
It is my pleasure to announce the scholarships given by the Timberlane Hockey Boosters. The recipients are a diverse group of senior boys, and it is a pleasure for us to know them and watch them grow into the young men you see today. We wish them well. We thank them for the memories they've given us. There's 12 of them. First one, Andrew Damo, Ryan Anderson, Anthony Azarian, Shane Boldock, John Bork, James Brown, Kevin Deshaw, John DeVito, Ari Goulet, Alex Knutnen, James Toomey, and Nick Vines.
anybody knows anybody, we need a hockey team next year. Desperately. I'm just kidding. All right, I'm going to introduce Mr. Bob Strada again. He's going to be up here for the second of 4 times, and it just goes to show how much he does with our boosters organizations. Please welcome Bob Strada.
Well, this is a very pleasing presentation for me to make this evening, because you see, the Lacrosse Booster Organization is barely 3 years young. And this is our first ever opportunity to be able to present scholarships to the seniors of the class of 2006. And we'll be presenting 12 scholarships this evening. We're going to start with 3 young ladies. These young ladies started 4 years ago when the lacrosse program here was a club sport. And now they've just completed the most successful senior varsity season in the program's history. These 3 young ladies have certainly left their mark on Timberlane ladies lacrosse. I would like to have the following recipients please come up: Miss Colleen Petru, Miss Kirsten Fournier, and Miss Kerry Coffey. And now we move on to 9 young men lacrosse players. These young men also started when boys lacrosse here at Timberlane was a club sport. And this past season, they finished in 4th place in Division II and hosted a playoff game here last Thursday. They've had an unbelievable successful career and have certainly helped put Timberlane boys lacrosse on the map in New Hampshire. I would like to congratulate and bring these 9 recipients up on the stage. Mr. Anthony Azarian, Mr. Jameson Bebo, Mr. John Bork, Mr. Kevin DeShaw, Mr. John DeVito, Mr. Joshua Gagnon, Mr. Ari Goulet, Mr. Alex Knutinen, and Mr. Matt Wynn.
Okay, presenting tonight on behalf of the TRHS Math Honor Society Scholarship is Lorraine Massioli.
Good evening. We also have a first this evening as well. Following lacrosse, it seems fitting. We're really glad you like pie. Our Pie Day fundraiser started in memorial of Dan Ketchum and was 1 scholarship. And it gradually grew to 2 scholarships. This year, the account has grown so that we can give 2 scholarships to honor the Math Honor Society members that put on Pie Day. The 2 Math Honor Society recipients this evening are Caitlin DeLuca and David DeBon.
Next up, on behalf of the National Honor Society Scholarship, is the beautiful Louise Pajak.
Those of you that were at the top 10 dinner know he's making up for calling me a musical animal Sunday night. I said Goddess of Music would be fine. We have 4 National Honor Society scholarships, and they go to Kelly Bushy, Andrea Gleason, Maureen Lunt, and Haley Traeger.
Okay, I'll be presenting on behalf of the senior class scholarships because Mrs. Lemieux and Mrs. Richardson are chicken. I'm only kidding. No, I'm not. These scholarships go to Kelly Bushy, Andrea Gleason, Sean Mahal, and Haley Traeger. Sean's such a gentleman. He lets the girls go. Little things like that. All right, next up, presenting on behalf of the Ski Team Booster Scholarships is Mary Beth Tarosian.
As a coach of the ski team, I am very proud to award scholarships to 4 seniors. They are awarded this scholarship for more than their athletic abilities. The following ski racers have also set examples of dedication, leadership, motivation, and team spirit. All have been members of the team for 4 years. Congratulations to the following athletes. The first recipient's passion is skiing and ski racing. This boy's co-captain has shown dedication to the team and the sport like no other member of the team ever has. He always gave 100% and it earned him the highest point score and MVP for the boys team this year and qualified him for the Meet of Champions for 2 years in a row. I am proud to award this first scholarship to Matt Manning. With a positive attitude, a drive to work hard and never give up, this skier was a great influence on everyone on the team. The second ski team scholarship is awarded to Kirsten Fournier. Improving each of her 4 years on the team, this racer consistently worked to become a stronger, more aggressive, and confident racer. She came to each race with the attitude to earn points for her team, and she did. The third ski team scholarship is awarded to Molly Goodwin. This senior was girls co-captain for 2 years. In her 4 years on the ski team, she earned every award that we give to our ski racers. The Most Improved Skier Award her freshman year, Coaches Award her sophomore year, and MVP and highest point scorer her junior and senior years. She will continue to be successful with her endeavors with the confidence that she has shown on the team. The final ski team scholarship is awarded to Erica Millett.
Next up, on behalf of the Student Council Scholarship, is Mrs. Libby Barth.
Dedication, service, and leadership are the 3 words that Student Council lives by. These 2 recipients were hardworking, served 3 or more years, and both were wonderful officers this past year. The 2 recipients for this year's Student Council Awards go to President, or I should say past President Kristen Paulette, and my lovely community agent Kelsey Janowitz.
It's my pleasure to present the Students of Service Scholarship to Stephen Flabati. I'd now like to introduce Lori Dorsey, who will be presenting the TRHS Soccer Boosters Scholarships.
Good evening. It is my pleasure this evening to be here on behalf of the Soccer Boosters to present 9 scholarships to the following students: Corey Dufresne, Corey Laycock, Evan Pizzanti, Josh Gagnon, Joshua Smith, Haley Traeger, Maureen Lunt, Lauren Desmond, and Emily Santa Fe.
Please welcome Ms. Pamela Santa Fe, who will be presenting the Softball Booster Scholarships.
On behalf of the Timberlane Softball Boosters, I'm happy to present scholarships to 4 outstanding young women who I'm sure some of their parents have been reminiscing how only yesterday they were playing t-ball. I know I am. It's my pleasure to present this year's Timberlane Softball Booster scholarships to Brittany Vader, Debbie Swarka, Liana Williams, and my little t-ball player, Emily Santa Fe.
Okay, it's now my pleasure to present the girls and boys volleyball booster scholarships to the following students. For the girls, we have Kirsten Fournier, Erica Millette, Jessica Petrillo, Jessica Quinlan, Leah Reed, Fern Strasser, and Brittany Tonis. Sorry. Leah, you have Erica's. Switch. It's the same amount of money. And for the boys, volleyball booster scholarships, they're presented to Jeffrey Neal and Kyle Rochford. Next up, on behalf of the TRHS Wrestling Booster Scholarship, Mr. Bob Strata. Again. And he'll also be doing the TYFL Tornado Scholarships while he's up here.
Well, the Wrestling Boosters are very honored to be providing 2 scholarships this evening to 2 very deserving young men. The class of 2006 had a glorious run for 4 years while here in the Timberlane Wrestling Room. They were 4 times New Hampshire State champions and 2 times New England champions. And so the boosters would like to honor the following recipients: Mr. Adam Green and Mr. Eric Morrill. Now, the following scholarships are going to be awarded on behalf of the TYFL, the Timberlane Youth Football League, commonly known as the Timberlane Tornadoes. These are scholarships that start out when these young people were really young, and they were in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And it's really very rewarding to see how these young people mature and grow and become the standout young citizens that they are today as seniors graduating. The 2 cheerleaders that we would like to award scholarships to are Miss Amanda Hackney and Miss Kristen Marceau. And the scholarships for the 2 football players go to Mr. Adam Green and Mr. Timothy Rizzo.
Okay, rounding out Program 1 will be the wonderful Brenda Babylon, who will be presenting the Unitil Energy Systems Scholarship.
Well, since I'm with the electric company, I'd prefer to be referred to as the Princess of Power. Thank you. Each year, Unitil Energy Systems awards one $500 scholarship at each of the 4 high schools in our service area. These scholarships are made possible through voluntary employee donations through their payroll deductions and are then matched dollar for dollar by our corporate office, Unitil Services Corporation. I'm pleased to announce this year's recipient from Timberlane, Lynette Booten.
Sorry I didn't dress up. I'm trying to conserve my work attire.
Thank you, Your Majesty. All right, Program 1 is done, and we got 2 hours left. What do you say? No, I would actually, these seniors have put in 4 hard years, 4 long years, so I want to be able to enjoy the second program, so what I'm going to ask is that we all take a 6-minute break. Okay, go to the bathroom, stand up, get the blood going, we're going to come back in and finish up strong. Go ahead.
The Atkinson Academy PTA Scholarship is awarded to Andrew DeBon and Heidi Kerman. The Atkinson Graphics Scholarship is awarded to Shanoa Bond. The Atkinson Women's Civic Club Scholarship is awarded to John DeVito, Callie Grondin, Carrie Beth Lira, and Sean Mahal. The Daniel T. Belanger Scholarship is awarded to Catherine Haslam. The Jane Brown Scholarship is awarded to Joel Deshays. The Atkinson Lions Scholarship is awarded to Carrie Beth Lira. The Lieutenant Mark R. Caldwell Scholarship is awarded to Caitlin Caldwell. Caitlin is the niece of Lieutenant Caldwell. The Ruth G. Campbell Scholarship is awarded to Michelle Gilman. The Clifton and Ruth Cook Scholarship is awarded to Erica Palio. The Danville PTA Scholarship will be awarded by Mrs. Elaine Glod.
Thank you. I'm very pleased to be here and have the opportunity to honor the Danville student, Miss Kimberly Paralisi.
The Maud and John Dustin Music Scholarship is awarded to Megan Campbell. The Demetrius Gavarel Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Donald Conley and Eric Morrill. The Danville Dads Scholarship is awarded to Thomas Bilbrough. The Greek American Benevolent Scholarship is awarded to Alicia de Gregory. The Claudine Hanlon Scholarship is awarded to Benjamin Tufts. The Haverhill Rotary Scholarship is awarded to Andrea Gleason. The Herff Jones Scholarship is awarded to David DeBon. The Frank Kilcourse Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Aaron McCardle. The Jennifer Klink Scholarship is awarded to Lynette Booten. The Thomas and Charlotte LeBasquette Scholarship is awarded to Andrew DeBon and Catherine Hogan. The Eric C. Lovett Scholarship is awarded to Gregory Parrish. The The MBL scholarship is awarded to Carrie Coffey. The Merrimack Valley Hospital Scholarship is awarded to Erica Millette and Brenna Mokray. The PACE Scholarship is awarded to Kirsten Fournier and Melissa Nagelli. The PEO Women's Scholarship is awarded to Caitlin DeLuca and Erica Millette. The PTSA Scholarship, High School Scholarship is awarded to Kelly Bushy, Jill Hunkel, Ryan Mill, and Alexandra Newman. The Plastow Auxiliary Fire Department Scholarship is awarded to Rebecca Wolf. The Plastow Historical Society Scholarship is awarded to Kelsey Janowitz. My apologies, Rebecca, I didn't see you, it's the lights. Pollard PTA Scholarship is awarded to Margaret Goodwin. The Region 10 Scholarship is awarded to Brenda Sock. The Brendan Swenson Rowe Scholarship is awarded to Sarah Clifton. The Seacoast Coca-Cola Scholarship is awarded to Alyssa Foley. The Richard Shields Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Clayton Jervis. The TRHS Comedy Club Scholarship is awarded to Benjamin Tufts and Michelle Royer. The TRHS Faculty Scholarship is awarded to Michael Palio, Rebecca Smith, and Catherine Susi. The TRHS French Honor Society Scholarship is awarded to Leanne Wormald. The TRHS Golf Boosters Scholarship is awarded to Shane Bolduck, Connor Moriarty, and Derek True. The TRHS Principal Scholarship is awarded to Sean Mahal and Haley Traeger.
Next up, to present the TRHS Runners Booster Scholarships is Mrs. Mokray. It's Brenda's mom.
On behalf of the Timberlane Cross Country Boosters, Winter Track Boosters, and Spring Track Boosters, I'm pleased to give out 9 scholarships this evening, and the recipients are Lauren Desmond, Cassie Fortini, Adam Green, Nicole LaFleur, Matt Manning, Erica Millette, Brenna Mokray, Allison Paul, and Amy Schwarzenberg.
The TRHS SAD Scholarship is awarded to Megan Dierman and Callie Grondin. TRHS Scribe Scholarship is awarded to Nicole LaFleur. The TRHS Boys Tennis Boosters Scholarship is awarded to Corey Dufresne and Derek True. The TRHS Girls Tennis Boosters Scholarship is awarded to Kelly Bushy, Alicia DeGregory, Andrea Gleason, Megan Hatton, Maureen Lunt, Fern Strasser, and Samantha Von Cipolla. The Sharice May Wally Scholarship is awarded to Maria Tallow. I would ask you to turn to the back of your program, and I would ask each of these students to stand as a group and be recognized. Please hold your applause to the very end. the AALA Scholarship, Amy Schwarzenberg, the Robert C. Byrd Honors Scholarship, David DeBon, the Canadian American Hockey Enterprises Athletic Academic Scholarship, Alex Knudten, the Chancellor's Scholarship, Caitlin DeLuca, the Dean's Scholarship, Caitlin DeLuca, the Early Childhood Tuition NH Community Technical College, Jacqueline Elaine, the Future Educators Academy Scholarship, Lauren Desmond, Kelsey Janowitz, Molly Goodwin, and Maria Tallow, the Guild at Portsmouth Hospital Scholarship, Samantha Bonin, the Keene State College Enrichment Scholarship, Michelle Gilman, the Coles Kids Who Care Award, Aaron McCardle, the Leadership Scholarship, Kelly Glazier, the Lucent Technology Scholarship, Carrie Beth Lira and Jill Hunkel, the Michael School of Hair Design and Aesthetic Scholarship, Lena Jakowski, the P.O. Pastilli Scholarship, Caitlin DeLuca, the Scholarship of America, Jill Hunkel, the UNH Theater Education Fund, Aaron McCardle, the WVWC Academic Scholarship, Caitlin Caldwell, the University of New Hampshire Cooperative Extension Scholarship, Sarah Smith, and the University of New Hampshire Dean's Scholarship, Amy Schwarzenberger. Sorry, Amy, I apologize for the extra 2 letters. It's my pleasure to introduce to you for closing remarks a friend, a colleague, and the next principal at Timberlane Regional High School, Mr. Donald Woodworth.
Thank you. Before I get any further, I want to thank Arlene Champy, who was responsible for our 6-minute break. She's our board representative here tonight. Arlene? I think Mr. Kiley was very funny in the first half, but I have to compliment Mr. Coker for his brevity in the second half. Thank you. Before I usher you out, face the elements, I want to say a few thank yous and then share a few borrowed remarks. First, to the generous families, especially those who gave memorial scholarships tonight, thank you very much. I know that your hopes and dreams are transferred into the hands of the recipients. Students, I hope that if you receive one of those rewards tonight, that you take that very seriously as an endorsement of your talents for sure, but as a responsibility and a duty to carry on somebody's love for somebody they lost. In addition, thank you to the many organizations and businesses who provided all these other scholarships. And students, again, make sure you say your thank yous. They've distributed a lot of money to you, and it's your job to do a good job next year and to make them realize that you deserved it. Next, to Mr. Kiley and the Scholarship Committee, thank you for all the nights you spent sifting through the details and sorting it out. Very smooth, very well done tonight, and thank you to all your supporters. Finally, thank you to all the students and your families. You should all be proud. And I just want to remark quickly about the last few weeks and what I've seen with this class. I've seen a closeness as you've looked around and recognized the time of year and that you might not be seeing each other. Things like last night at the coffee house. You guys were very wonderful. It was a really beautiful night in that beautiful courtyard. But you know what I see is a spirit that's developed, a closeness that tells us that in a lot of ways we've been successful beyond, of course, your accomplishments. I've seen it in the prom, which was beautiful. You behaved yourselves really well and you had a great time, and you carried it on the post-prom, on the cruise. You guys had a great time. And I just think that you're finishing with a flourish. It tells us that a lot of things have gone well. And your parents, you guys should be very proud. Now for the words of wisdom. And please excuse me as I refer to an old Yankee catcher who had some unusual statements to his credit, Yogi Berra, who eloquently said, "You've got to be careful if you don't know where you're going, because you won't get there." You have come to a point in your lives where it's time to commit to some direction you've chosen for a reason. Another old Yankee, Henry David Thoreau, expressed it a little differently. He said, "The universe constantly and obediently answers to our conceptions. Whether we travel fast or slow, the track is laid for us." In essence, it's laid by us. We control where we go. It's each of your responsibility now. Go forward with your goals in mind, make good decisions, and stand for something. And then take control of your future. Good night. Thank you all for being here. Drive safely. Have a good graduation.